I did a video the other day about, it was kind of a rant and dealing with the possibility of getting a job that falls apart, and I don't even remember what the heck I was talking about, but I left out a lot in there because it was getting going to be kind of a long video. And one of the things I wanted to mention about those people who kept wanting to get the price down was this side thing that they were doing, which was about promising me all these things, or alluding to the possibilities, these great possibilities. Oh, we could do this together, we could do that. And they said they could duplicate my designs, which was my idea. I made the suggestion after they were talking about my work in such a positive way, and that's something I could use. You know, furniture companies seeing the designs I've done in the past and wanting to replicate them. If you know the story about Charles and Ray Eames, that's kind of what happened to them. They developed a system for bent plywood. They made splints during World War II. They went back to, they're working in Manhattan at the time, this tiny apartment. They started making bent plywood furniture. And then Herman Miller came along and made them, a household name, mid-century furniture icons, which is great. But people will do this. It's just a warning. This is like a warning video, for anybody, especially young people or people new to being a craftsman or an artist. You're going to run into these people who are going to come off very gregarious and nice and kind, and they're going to give you all, yeah, man, if we do this, man, we can do this, and you can do that, it can move on to there, and you get caught up in this thing that 99.9% of the time never happens and is a huge waste of time, and you end up working for nothing. I've never worked for nothing. Even when I first came out here to LA, I got involved in the theater business, movie set building, and when I was first doing theater sets, I always got paid. A lot of times I was the only guy getting paid, because I'm not a sucker. I also studied acting. Beverly Hills, I studied the first year, so I was here. I did some acting when I got out here. It's not a big deal, but I did theater and some commercials and got on some shows and films and whatever. I didn't like those people so much. And I was kind of, immature in some ways about it. So I had a hard time. It's a whole other story. But, and it's funny because up until a few years ago, I went through this spurt where I was being called a lot by reality TV show producers and being taken out for free lunches, which went on for hours, and they were a huge waste of my time. And they would ask you to do all these things, send pictures, take pictures, write things up, do this, do that. And when you first get taken to these free lunches, I keep doing it in quotes because, yeah, you're getting a lunch, but half your day is gone. And then you waste all this other time, and really all you're doing is helping them to justify their pay, right? So they get to go back to the office, talk to their boss. Oh, I talked to this guy, I talked to this person, I got all these great ideas, none of which are going to ever get developed. I put a stop to that by saying, whenever I got the call, look, I'll go to the lunch, but you're going to give me a check for $350, which is less than I charge for what I do a day anyhow, my normal stuff. But it's just my time. You're like, well, we can't do that. Well, I already know how this is going to go. I know how much time you're going to waste, and we're going to get all excited and talk about all these great possibilities, and nothing's going to happen. I actually lost a pal because of that. We were friends, and he was a producer, and we used to talk about all these things all the time. I was like, dude, I got work to do. I got to get in the shop and do some work. You're going to kill me. You're going to kill me on this time. I'm going to make all these phone calls, do all this research, write up all this stuff, and then nothing's going to happen like the last 6 times we talked about things that never happened. So I'm not upset that things didn't work out. I'm saying that one of the greatest shitty things about Los Angeles, when you get involved in that world, is that you actually learn how to deal with disappointment. I'm not a big disappointment guy. I firmly believe that no expectations, no disappointment. But the problem is when you meet somebody who instills manufactured expectations within you simply as a tool to manipulate you, to get you to do something they need. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what this little video here is about. Be aware of that. Look, there's always that off chance that something great could happen, but you have to have this reality-based place that you're coming from where you don't let yourself get too excited about it, because more often than not, you're going to get disappointed. And the sooner you learn how to deal with disappointment, the better, anyhow, in life. You know, separately from everything else I'm talking about here. Because those of you who never learn how to deal with disappointment end up going through life pissed off, angry, upset, and then you are dragging everybody else in your life into that with you. And we don't want to hear about it. Nobody likes a complainer. This video is not complaining. It's a lesson for you. You know, the sooner you can learn how to learn from listening to other people or seeing other people do things without you having to experience that, the better. Be advised. There's people out there, they don't even mean to do something that's going to bother you later when you reflect on it. They're just trying to get what they want. But, you know, when it comes to that manipulation thing, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Don't be one of those people. Be on the lookout for that. Be the best person you can be. And let's help make the whole world a better place. And that's it for now. That is not a white power sign. Anybody who tells you that is a friggin' moron. And Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.